HSBC Bank Malaysia has invested $250 million or approximately 1.04 billion ringgit to open its new head office in Menara IQ within the Tun Razak Exchange. The financial services provider says this move is proof positive of its unwavering commitment to Malaysia and its customers in the country. CEO Stuart Milne says that about 5,000 employees will be based in the new head office in the TRX. He says that Malaysia remains central to HSBC's strategy and is especially crucial to the group's growth plans across the ASEAN region, an area Milne says represents significant growth potential. He says HSBC Bank Malaysia will continue to reinforce its commitment in the country through ongoing investments. These include the $58 million that has been invested in building the digital capacity of the bank's branches since 2018. Milne adds that HSBC Amanah, the bank's Islamic banking subsidiary, is also focused on transforming into a sustainable banking entity where the initiative includes an aim of having 51% of its financing assets be compliant with the triple bottom line principles of prosperity, people and planet. A heavy afternoon downpour caused flash floods in several places in Kuala Lumpur on Monday. The Malaysian Highway Board, in a posting on its official Facebook page, informed that flash floods affected several routes, including the Besaraya Expressway from the city centre to Salak Selatan, from Kuchai to Salak Jaya, and from Kampung Malaysia to Kuchai. In a statement, the National Disaster Management Agency reported rising waters within the Dangwangi area at Jalan Sultan Ismail, Jalan Ampang, Jalan Lobo Ampang, Jalan Raja Laut, Jalan Kiaping and Jalan Raja Chulan. It also stated that the Gombak River has passed the danger level at Jalan Tun Razak. According to Bernama, 4 lanes on the Kesas Highway were inundated at the Awan Besar West Toll Plaza and only 1 lane was accessible at kilometre 48.3 eastbound towards the Sukhum Junction. The flash floods also resulted in the temporary closure of the Smart Tunnel involving the entrance from Taman Desa and Cheras towards the city centre, as well as the exit from the city centre towards Cheras. It should be remembered that in December last year, the Klang Valley experienced one of its worst flash floods in recent history that hit Shah Alam, Klang and Kuala Lumpur. It displaced thousands, killed 25 people and caused losses worth 3.1 billion ringgit in Selangor, according to reports. Capital A's AirAsia Super App has inked a Memorandum of Understanding with CGS-CIMB Securities to introduce stock trading as a new feature via Prosper Us, the financial group's digital investment platform. At the MOU signing ceremony, Capital A's CEO Tan Sri Tony Fernandez says the collaboration between the investment holding group and the financial solutions provider was inspired by the rise of zero-fee stock and crypto trading provider Robinhood in the US, which had democratized share ownership for the public. Fernandez explains that if the group were to take the solo route in developing this service, not only would it take a long time to gain regulatory approvals, but stockbroking is not really its expertise. CGS-CIMB CEO Ruzi Rani Ajis says the financial solutions provider is excited to partner with AirAsia Super App by capitalizing on its investment as a service model. Asked when the service will be available, AirAsia Super App's Chief FinTech Officer Muhammad Hafiz Muhammad Fazil says the public can expect to use the service within the next 6 months. He says that they have already started engaging the regulators to ensure that its product is within the confines. Hafiz adds that the partnership with CGS-CIMB bodes well for AirAsia's aim to provide inclusive, affordable and accessible services while providing the best financial services for the underserved and public at large. CGS-CIMB's Deputy CEO Alan In shares that while stocks will be the first landing point in terms of product offerings for the collaboration, other products in the pipeline include a robo-advisory type platform, fixed income or bonds, futures, contract for difference and eventually cryptocurrency. The country's poverty line will be revised and is expected to be amended in the first quarter of 2023, Dewan Rakyat was told Monday. Bernama quoted Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Economy, Datuk Sri Mustafa Mohamad, as saying that the Department of Statistics Malaysia will review the poverty rate used currently, which is RM2,208 for households and RM1,169 per household for the hardcore poor. He said the government, under the implementation of the 12th Malaysia Plan, is highly committed to eradicating the hardcore poor with an average income of RM1,169 per household through a holistic and comprehensive approach. Mustafa said the country's poverty rate had also changed significantly over the past 5 decades, as influenced by the overall economic growth rate, which was encouraging during that period, and also with the new economic policy. However, he says the country is still facing several issues and challenges, with the poor still existing in urban and rural areas as well as in Orang Asli areas. He adds that the issue of low salaries and wages, as well as the inequality of development between regions and states, urban and rural areas still exists, apart from the spread of COVID-19, which also had a big impact on household income. Billionaire Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai has ceased to be a substantial shareholder of LBS Bina Group after disposing of 51.56 million shares in the property group. According to a BOS filing, this direct business transaction took place on March 4th, but it is unclear who acquired the shares from the Top Glove Corp founder. Lim first emerged as a substantial shareholder of LBS Bina in March 2020 after purchasing 103.13 million shares, or a 6.8% stake in the group. The Bursa Malaysia filing at that time indicated that Lim bought the shares via direct business transactions at 31 cents a piece, or 33 million ringgit. Following the March 4th disposal, Lim still has 54.89 million shares in the listed property player. LBS Bina's share price closed 5 cents, or 9.8% lower, at 46 cents on Monday.